Welcome to the final episode of 3 a.m. Bagels. It is I, Diego Reed, joined with Ayden Thurnow, CeJay Grass, and our 4 prospectives for taking over the 3 a.m. Bagels podcast. Brock Becker, Zoe
Wallace.
Oh my God.
Lucy Wilson. And Ella
Davis.
Yeah. So, with that being said, grab yourself a cup of coffee.
Get your favorite cream cheese.
And grab yourself a tasty pastry.
Because it's time for some 3 a.m. Bagels.
Oh,
Dropped
crap.
his bagel.
I dropped my bagel on the ground.
I think
Bagel
you can
down,
tell.
bagel down.
I think you can tell.
There's a bagel right
We got bagels. And I got
Diego
bagels
got bagels. Audio
and
listeners.
coffee
from his new job.
from
at
my new
Panera.
job at
Yeah.
Panera.
He
Go
doesn't
see
need
him.
he doesn't need
He's
Bell
the
Bell
goat.
West and 3 a.m. bagels anymore. He's got Panera bagels.
I'm a Panera man now.
9 to
Panera
5
bagels.
bagels.
Actually, 7 to 2 bagels.
A 7 to 2 bagels technically. I work 7 to 2 because
That's
I
kind
have
of
weird.
Is that when they open?
There's
they
gonna be a
open
lot
at
of chewing
5
noises.
because they open at 6, but they go in at 5 to like prep and like
Bagel
work
part
the
2.
bakery and stuff. Like, it's really interesting. I work from 7 to 2 mainly because I have so much stuff happening in the evening. Like that's
wow.
a treat.
Wow.
I have to do Looking Glass Playhouse Theater
Oh,
rehearsals
yeah.
because if you are listening to this, I think it's the last week of June. We're doing The Elf, the musical Junior, and it is I who is Buddy, the elf, the main man himself.
Oh, that's
Will
Ferrell.
I get to be Will Ferrell.
I see it.
It's
I see
Will-
it.
The musical version takes a bit more of like a childlike spatic.
Gaslighting.
No, that's not the right word. He's a bit more like
Erratic.
erratic. Yes,
A
Will
bit more
Ferrell
silly.
really like mastered the art of like
It's Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Yeah, it's a very Will Ferrell elf, but in the musical, it's a bit more like wahoo, kind of.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm wearing tights for that, and I have to wear a dance belt. Do you know what a dance belt is?
No.
So it's like a jock strap, but for like dancing. And like you woo it because you don't want if you're wearing tights, you don't want to see like the junk. So it's
Why'd
like
you do that?
it's like a padding thing that like makes it look like you don't have a junk, and so it looks normal.
Like a
And
cup.
so I was talking to the assistant director about it, and she was like, it'll probably be one of the most uncomfortable things you have to wear.
Wow.
And apparently in professional dancing, they have to wear maxi pad type stuff for that because to make it even more realistic or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I'll stop talking now.
3 minutes in, great start.
Oh, great.
No, it's interesting though, because not a lot of people talk about that aspect of being a male actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, junk protection.
Junk
Yeah.
protection, yeah.
Backstage Stuart
No.
Little, I know a thing or two about junk protection.
Excuse
yeah.
me?
Brock's part, yeah, it's what was it? Unfortunate erection.
Uh,
Can we
distraction.
say that?
Distraction.
Distraction. Are we?
That's what I think it's fine.
we did the show. In the original show, here's a little trivia for all you.
Speaking to the
This is
microphone.
25th annual
Not
Putnam
that
County
funny.
Spelling Bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so recently our spring musical we did. I'm talking into it. For our spring music. Yeah, I'll just look at the microphone. Yeah, for our spring musical, we did the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And in it, there's a song called Unfortunate Erection. But because we're a high school theater with freshmen and stuff in it, we changed it to Distraction. So basically, same thing. I still had a distraction in the show,
They
but
let you
I
say
couldn't
stiffy.
say. Oh yeah, I did say
You say
stiffy.
stiffy, you say protuberance, you say
But you can't
there's
say
nothing
erection.
between us,
Nope.
But
I talk about how people start to appreciate my distraction.
Yeah.
At the end.
I basically say everything other than erection.
It
was a fun
funny, though,
time.
because you could still tell from the other words in the song. You could tell what the rhyme was supposed to be, and then he just says distraction.
And you even say stiffy.
It's still.
I do say
It
stiffy.
still rhymes because it ends in like the shun,
Yeah.
but it's
Action.
I mean, and my costume
It's
for that
action
show.
instead of
It's an
action.
My
A
costume
sound
for
instead of
that
an E
show.
sound.
Yeah.
I just
The
want to
Boy
say,
Scout.
even though that entire song, you even saying Stiffy, my grandma still thought your character just needed to pee.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when I first watched, I thought so too. It was like, oh, does he need to like go to the bathroom?
But you want to know what's crazy? Even in the book, which is like the script stuff, it's weird. In musical, they call it, the people that write the stage directions and script everything, they call it the book. In the book, and like, it won a Tony for best book, I think. Because and like the book writing is awesome.
It was
But
very good.
there's a part where it's like, if you don't want to say erection, you can say distraction. However, it's not as funny. It actually
they
says that.
specify
They
that.
specify that it is not as funny.
Well, no,
if you
what we
say
did
this.
is in the book there's a separate version where all of the lyrics are changed. Where like we don't say stiffy. There's like a ton of differences. But what we did in the show, we changed two things for my song. We changed erection to distraction. It's okay. It was in the book. We read it. And it also changed. What was the line again? I don't blame my brain, but I do blame my, and then it's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
body.
He says, I do blame my body. You say
Yeah.
that even though it's
Didn't
not.
they
but
change
Those are the
the
two
tit line
changes.
too?
No, tit up was the same because tit up is
Tit
all
up-
innuendo.
T-
There's no straight up.
I-
There's no straight up phallic
T-
imagery. It just
back it up. Yeah.
backing
That was a fun show.
Back it up.
It was a very fun
There's
show.
there's another little joke in there, but I don't want to talk about it. There's it was funny because in rehearsal because I played cello for that, so we played all the music. And the first rehearsal where we looked over Chip's Lament, which is like the in parentheses name for that song, but that's how it's written in the book. When we're listening to it, it was like, oh, this song it sounds so good, and then he's like, my unfortunate, and we were just taken totally back, like what? It's just funny
What?
because it does, yeah.
I don't like to. I think it might just be because I performed it, but it's definitely my favorite song from the show.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
good
pretty
song
good
tied
one.
with the I Love You song.
Oh, I Love You song is so
There's
good.
no
Top is a
reason
really
that
good
song should
topic.
be in the show. But
If
it
you
fits so
didn't see
perfectly.
the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling
You
Bee,
missed out.
You're
you missed out and you're fake.
Look
I
it up
wanted
on
to see
YouTube.
it, but I had work every single day.
You're
Look-
fake.
Be
You're
a
so
bum.
fake.
Look it up
It
on
is
YouTube.
on YouTube.
You can find
All
so many
4 of them,
pirated
right?
versions.
All
yeah.
4?
There's like there's like
All
so
4
many.
performances.
Yeah. And it's like actually not only our performances, but like even like college performances as well.
Yeah.
So
It's
like,
funny
Where they
every
say
time.
erection.
They do say
There was
erection.
one
Look out for
night
that.
where I couldn't go to sleep, and it was like 3 a.m., and I was watching different colleges performing.
Bagels?
What?
Were you eating bagels?
Actually,
I was eating bagels.
Yeah,
I
if
love
you're-
how this is our final episode but we trailed to talk about theater.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's okay. We
Because-
tend to do that.
Basically,
So-
CJ's
all of us
the
except
only
for CJ.
non-theater kid.
Well, CJ wanted to.
Technically,
I went
isn't
to
he-
a strike one
He
time.
did.
He did go to strike. I remember him being
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he was
he
just
came
kind of
out and
standing
helped out.
around. He's having
And
a
then
great
also
time.
one time, like at the beginning, I don't know what play it was, but whenever you guys started like making a play, I like helped
Went to a
make
work
it.
day?
I went to one work
I
day,
think
and
that was
it.
fall
So
play.
I've been
Wow.
to a strike in one work day, and that was it.
Have you ever been to like a show?
No. Well, no. Oh no. I watched
No.
Ripcord and I watched Metamorphosis,
Ripcord was
which
You
by
didn't,
the way,
you didn't go to 25th?
I couldn't.
Oh,
I
that's
had
right, you
work
had to
every
work.
single day. It was.
You're also in the booth for a choir concert.
He's on the grind.
I did.
He hung out in the booth with
Oh
me
my
while I did
God.
lights and Jenna.
Yes. Oh my God.
It was
yes.
awesome.
He got a headset.
You wanna
Diego
talk
was doing.
about that?
He was doing.
It was
cranks.
such a great
It was
experience.
chill.
Wait, did you get to hear like our audio in the headset?
No, it was
the
just
headset's
all of us
just
talking.
Oh
But,
my
like-
God, it was so hilarious. I had to do I did curtains, you did lights, and then Jenna did sound, and then I just hear CJ on
Yeah,
the
I got
headset
your
like,
CJ
"Hey
headset."
guys."
It was funny.
And
Um,
then there was CJ.
That was a really good.
Why don't we get
choir
on topic
concert.
really quick and we
Yeah.
do our business? Let's do our
Okay.
business.
Let's do-
So, this is our final episode of season 1 with Diego, CJ, and I as co-hosts and founding members of 3 AM Bagels. It's been fun, guys.
It has been very fun.
But 3 AM Bagels isn't just going to end, at least I hope, unless you guys like kill it.
If you
You can,
want
you
it.
can,
Like,
you can,
We got
This is the
As
end.
soon as the year starts
you can
tomorrow and they have
rebrand
the
if
torch,
you
they
want.
just
We're not going to stop you
We'll
because it's
turn
in
it
your hands.
into
Yeah.
we'll get
list of
sponsored
song
by
names.
Starbucks.
No.
No.
I would
There's-
certainly be
Technically, Ayden
sad.
and I could almost technically continue it because we're going to be roommates, and we could
Yeah.
do something at the end of
You
the
could call us in.
weekend. But
Yeah, because we'll be on break.
CeJay will be. You'll find
yeah.
CeJay.
I'm sure.
he'll still come into the room
Yeah.
because he'll be going to Swick.
I was gonna say I am certain that I will be on an episode in the future. I am certain of
No,
it.
They
we
might.
need-
They might.
It will
We have
happen.
to do like a.
They actually hate you.
We should do
Yeah,
every
we do.
time. Every time we like pass the torch over, it should just be everyone, like all
Everybody-
the
Oh,
previous
right.
hosts.
And then
Yeah.
eventually,
Gets
in
filled.
like 20 years, we have to do it in the PAC, and there's
Yeah.
It's the 3 and bagels.
Everyone's
the
Oh,
first
it's
3
like-
rows
It's no,
are
it's
just
the 3 AM
completely
Bagels
filled.
convention, basically.
That's kinda
Goshy
cool.
men.
Yeah, but some multimedia. Some
One
students
day
that
I'll-
are going to be taking multimedia next semester are taking over the podcast. There's also someone else. I don't know if I should mention his name because he wanted to stay as an editor.
He's
Not
anonymous.
Brianna,
He's,
but is it? I'll say it. Xavier Holloman is going to be an editor
Oh.
too.
He will be the new editor. So,
So
you
now
guys
he's in
we
my
have, like,
English
a-
class.
editing.
Yeah.
We have it.
He's a
He's
nice
cool.
guy.
I like
He's
him.
really, yeah, he is very cool.
He's funny.
Yeah, I did.
Wasn't
like
he?
his
Yeah,
videos as
he
well.
was in one of your multimedia projects.
He was in one of
that I
mine,
watched.
too,
He
yeah.
was
Oh,
too.
yes,
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was in
Jack
Jack Whack. Jack Whack attacks.
He wasn't Jack Whack.
I
Strikes
love
Back.
Yeah.
Jack Black
I
Strikes
don't know. It had like 3 different titles.
If I could have done like the final project on anything, it'd be the sequel to Jack Whack.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a
That
funny
would've been
sequel.
Jack Whack Strikes Back.
That's
Yeah,
That was the
Jack
name
Whack.
of it.
That was
It
the
was?
name of
That
it.
was the original
Return of
name?
Jack Whack. I don't know.
Again.
I don't know. But
Part 2.
I know we've had Brock's been on the podcast, Zoe and Ella have both been on it already, but Lucy hasn't. This is Lucy's first
You
time.
want to
Yeah.
talk about yourself,
I
Lucy?
got
But well, I mean, everybody should introduce themselves too again.
Introduce yourself,
Again.
Lucy.
But
Hi, my name's
background?
Lucy.
hi,
Anything
Lucy.
else?
Hi,
Hi.
Lucy. What do you do at school?
I do a lot. That was really loud.
That's okay.
I'm like clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything. What do you do?
I'm
Your
on,
interests, your hobbies.
I'm on the tennis team. I do speech and theater. I do astronomy club.
No.
Yeah.
I do a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Lucy's also taking.
I will always miss. If I'll miss anything, it'll definitely be the morning announcements for astronomy club, and the jokes, and how you
You have
actually
a lot
are.
to live up to.
You're invested
I
in.
can't
Yeah,
wait
you're
to make
invested
the
in
worst
that.
jokes ever.
I
Yeah.
remember
The secret? Just Google astronomy jokes.
before
Yeah.
my A
Works
push
every time.
final, I came 30 minutes early because they lied to me. They said it started at 8. So I was just at school, and then Gabe Kerfman like texted a group chat, and he's just like, "Hey, if you're at school, go to astronomy club." It's like, "Sure, I'll show up." And I showed up, and it was a great time.
Was that
Ayden
when we
was
played
there.
Kahoot?
No, it was
That
the
was it the week before?
I think it was probably the week before. It was the second to last one.
Was that the black hole
that's-
day?
It was it was the black hole day.
Yeah, where we listened to what
Oh,
the black hole
yeah, I
sounds
was
like.
there.
No, and it was so good. If
Astronomy
anyone
Club's a small
listening,
club,
Go to
but
astronomy
if
club,
you
guys.
have any interest in
Yeah, go to
astronomy,
astronomy
or if
club.
if you were in astronomy
When
club
and where
like I
is
was
it?
growing up, it's in B213. That's Mr. Hemmer's room
On Fridays.
on Fridays at 8
Friday
a.m.
mornings. Listen
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
announcement.
a lot of people have come to me and been like, "I'd go to astronomy club if it wasn't at 8 a.m. on Friday morning."
Exactly. Literally.
On the third floor.
I can't tell you how many
Sorry.
times I told
Second,
Gabe
my
and
bad.
Michael that I would, and Ayden, that I would be at astronomy club, and then I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Or no, I'll
Hey.
wake, like I'll set my alarm 30 minutes early. I'll wake up and I'll be like, no, 30 more minutes. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't think I made it to astronomy club meeting on time this entire year. I've always been like 2 or 3 minutes
You
late.
ran it.
And I ran it, so
Yeah.
just show up anytime. You don't have to be there at 8. You,
You
can
should
walk,
host,
you,
like, you
honestly, you
should-
can walk in at 8.
There's donuts.
There's donuts.
You should
There's always donuts.
host at like the end of the semester, I feel like an end of the year like big like meeting after school. I feel like you should do that.
Well, we usually
the
have
Go to
semester.
space.
we have
Yeah, you
we-
go to
We
space.
plan star parties sometimes, but this
I would
year
like to
we
watch
weren't.
stars.
Yeah, we're
That's
like,
awesome.
So like
Oh,
on a
that's
Saturday, we'll
cool.
go out and we'll set up telescopes on the football field, and we'll just like look at stuff. But this year we couldn't plan one, which kind of sucks. There was a plan to get a telescope in the works, but that kind of fell through. But we have the money to buy one still saved up. So
Yay. That's
maybe
fun.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other questions do we got?
Can the
we
rest of you
finish?
introduce
Yeah.
yourselves?
Oh yeah, I forgot about introduction.
Oh, wait.
Oh, did
Lucy,
you
what
have
year
anything
are
else you
you?
wanted to say, Lucy?
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah. What year were you?
Oh, I'll be a senior in the fall.
Yay.
Yeah.
And then let's go from.
Yeah, that way.
Someone pass me a
Right.
tissue.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm currently choking on a bagel. Hi.
Me too.
Hi.
Hi, Brock.
My name is Brock. I'm a junior going into senior year in the fall, and I do theater, speech,
Everybody here's
any-
a teacher kid.
Sorry.
NEHS, NHS. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out if I don't do anything.
I haven't done any hours
I
yet.
probably should
You're
do
gonna
stuff.
kicked out if you don't have.
Yeah, NHS. He missed. He just missed the shot. What else am I in? I don't know. I'm in other stuff, I guess.
The
Oh, I'm
Fortnite
the
Club.
president of
That's not a
Little
club.
Theater
You should start
with
the Fortnite
Sydney
Club
Uhas.
next year.
The Fortnite Club? Oh, I'm the future president of the
If any of you
Fortnite
haven't
Club.
done,
And
I'm kidding.
what else am I doing? What's like the most impressive thing I did? Not oppressive. The most oppressive thing I've ever done here is probably bully. I've definitely bullied everyone here at this.
No, the most oppressive
At
thing
this
is
table.
the Note app.
The
that you-
Note app. Well, that probably shouldn't be talked about on the podcast.
What?
I don't know
It's
about
a
the
long
Note app.
story.
Yes, you were
Just
there.
long story short, I misspelt a word
Oh.
and I didn't notice it. But whatever, we're not gonna talk about that. But anyways, most impressive thing I've done, not oppressive, is I am doing the freshman sophomore show. I'm directing it next year.
Oh,
And
wait,
you're the
wait.
future
Oh,
president.
It's you
I'm the
and- it's you
co-president,
and,
yeah. Me and Winnie.
You and
Yeah.
Winnie.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm
wanna come see
doing.
that.
My life is awesome.
I hope it lines up with Diego and I's break.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Because we get like a week break. In
That'd be
October.
lovely. I'd love to see you guys.
It has to be
put
good
in.
though.
It will be good, I promise.
Well, they're directing it. That's going
Yeah, it has to be good.
Do you know what show you're doing?
No, we have not met. We were going to meet last Monday, but I died and I got really sick.
Yeah.
So
I did
In that
too.
order.
mhm.
Not last Monday, but
Yeah, there's like
This-
worms
this
in
Monday.
me. I was
Yeah.
decomposing
Got
on Monday.
maggots.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's Zoe's turn.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I've been here before. I'm also a junior going into senior year. I'm also in theater. I don't know. I'm the future historian for theater.
yeah. You make the slideshow.
I make the slideshow, so you should join theater if you're not in it.
You
Make
better
sure,
not-
remember to put 3 a.m. bagels on the slideshow.
You
Sure.
better, you better
Yeah, that's
not
theater.
Be like Michael and like forget to like not put in all the good photos.
Like
I
do it,
sent.
yeah.
I sent him photos of Lolo
Yay.
eating.
Thank
I
you.
sent him photos of Lolo pulling the curtain.
No, everyone sent so many pictures, and
He had to sift through a lot of pictures.
We did have
Yeah.
a little slide.
I'm guessing Michael lost a couple of pictures, which I don't
Yeah.
blame him because he
I don't
probably got
blame
sent
him
like
either.
1,000.
But he's hashtag fake.
You know what you should do next year? You should make like a picture email, like specifically for pictures, so you
That's a
don't
good
lose
idea.
any.
Oh
my
So
God, like
Then
to
we
point
can
out
all
we
get
have
bagels
circled back
email
to
that we have
theater
to give
again.
you
yeah,
guys
okay,
now.
so let's get.
You guys are gonna get access to everything.
Let's stop talking
Do
about
I do
theater because
anything
theater's
else?
lame. No
What
one
else do I
likes
do?
it.
I do art.
No one likes it.
yeah,
I was in that.
It as
yeah,
a career.
So we
The
had
art
a piece
episode that I have
in,
yet
what's
to
it
finish
called?
editing.
Art on the Square.
Yeah, so did you.
Winnie keeps on asking me about that. And she's like, when is
I
it getting
have-
made? And I was like, oh, it probably soon. And then she's like, it's not getting done editing, is it? And I'm like, how do you know that? She's like,
'Cause I
asked
feel
It's
like
her."
because I have the laptop and I've
Because I
neglected to
feel
open
very-
it since school
Aiden
ended.
told me.
But
Yeah.
I think probably doing this will, put the fire under my butt to
Yeah.
start.
I've also forgot to put like the last 3 episodes on Spotify, and I also have not made the thumbnail for you yet, Aiden.
Wait,
So-
whoa,
We can get in their call or something.
Wait, shh. Oh, that sounds like.
I know what you
got
thought,
that.
Zoe.
Man, this
Bad,
episode.
bad.
This is a rated R episode of 3 a.m. Bagels.
This
You,
is an
you gotta get your
adults
parents if you're gonna
only.
listen to this one.
Their parents has to send us a signature through the mail.
Johnson, I'm
You have to
sorry.
sign permission.
I know you hated dealing with me during
This is
musical.
fun.
Can we?
We're
Yeah,
trying to introduce the new
can we have
members of 3
an ASMR episode next year where we
Yes.
just whisper?
We already
If you
agreed.
plan
Look
it.
out for that, guys.
You're gonna have
And
to get
the,
a lease
and the
on for that,
FNAF
at least
episode.
one.
And the
And the
FNAF.
Fortnite episode.
Why are you doing a FNAF episode without me? I know
Oh,
all the
he
FNAF
told-
ones.
You should have done it.
You should have. Yeah.
We can have you back.
They would have put me down like a sick horse.
Is this
Like
the
Old
bad
Yeller.
microphone?
Like
This
old
is-
Yeller.
Oh. Oh, this one doesn't have
Can't
a
even
sound.
hear
I don't
it.
want to splash on the microphone. I got scared.
Where were we? Where are we?
Zoe,
Zoe,
Zoe's
Zoe.
introducing
I don't
himself.
think there's anything
Sorry.
else about me.
You're boring. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Zoe, I'm sorry. I destroyed.
You make
Wow.
really great art.
Here.
Oh. Windows jump scare. Anyway,
Okay.
last but not least,
What
what the scallop?
I'm Ella. I'm also a little theater member. I don't have a fun and silly job like those goons do.
Moral support.
Goons.
But yeah,
Your
I'm
fun and silly job
I'm
is
also-
being slay.
I'm gonna be a senior next year.
Who
I
could
do
have thought?
art.
Photography specific.
I
Just
do
verbally harassing
photography.
her.
Sadly, you will not see me in photography next year because
Says
I will be
you.
doing this.
Yeah.
Mr. Thornberry, I'll miss you.
You're leaving Winnie behind.
Stop it!
You're
Don't
ditching
say
her.
that!
You're ditching her. You have to deal with the guilt.
It's so mean.
Winnie
Why
should
are
have
we all
done
bullying
multimedia.
Ella?
Don't worry,
It's fine.
that's literally the
Diego,
most
you
devastating part.
Diego, you should convince Winnie to do multimedia.
She's not gonna do it. She
No,
she
Because
gets-
she's an AP
Thornberry
photo.
is so lovely.
because she likes Thornberry a lot, and so I think she picked that class mainly because
Like the Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, meet
The wild
or
thornberries.
thornberries.
Like, Nigel.
Yeah, he sounds like that.
Okay.
Ayden Thurnow, what other questions do you possibly have for the guests or possibly us?
Why don't we? Okay. So, what are we all doing next year? What are the three of us doing?
So,
Because you guys are doing this podcast.
so I guess
Nothing
do you want to
else.
talk about like summer and next year as
Sure.
well? Let's
Yeah,
talk
because
about
I
that.
mean, we've definitely mentioned like what college we're going to before.
Yeah.
But, like,
So,
more in
do you want to
depth.
start with you
I can
guys?
start.
Oh, you can start.
I'll start to get an idea. So,
What are your plans?
So this summer, I'm kind of just hanging out. I've got some. My family and I, we always travel, so we have some like smaller trips planned. I'm basically just relaxing and trying to save up some money before college starts. Shameless plug. If you would like to take guitar lessons, I give them. We can do over video or in person, whatever you would like. Just contact me at ayden.thurnow@gmail.com.
And this
You're a
this guy's
teacher.
got credentials. He got what ILMEA state
I'm in-
guitarist in
I
orchestra
was
and
in
jazz
honors on the honors jazz combo all-state guitarist
and
which is,
orchestra.
well,
Ah.
I went to all-state sophomore year on upright bass.
So it's still a guitar.
It's not.
It's
It's a guitar.
a,
It was.
a string.
I can
It's
teach.
upright.
I can teach bass, but
I
I'm
don't
not
know the
good at it.
difference. What's the difference between bass and guitar?
So a bass has the bottom four strings are tuned the same, but they're tuned an octave down. Yeah.
Oh, and that's bass because it's lower.
Yeah, it's a bass. But the bass tuning started. It was before the modern guitar tuning developed, because the string bass has been around since
Too long.
You know.
a while ago.
Yeah.
But modern guitar, I'm not sure when modern guitar tuning developed actually.
I wish I could learn how to play
Interestingly.
guitar because it's one of those.
I can give you lessons.
I learned the intro
For
to
how much
Blackbird.
money?
Too busy.
That's it.
For video lessons, I do
clarinet, so
$15 for half an hour, and then in person, I'll probably have to move it up for gas prices. But
Wow, his
We can
rate
go
is
by case
so
by case
high. Ouch.
No,
Be the
but
best
most,
for the
like,
best.
when you go to like a studio, not like a studio, but like a
proper
business
place.
that lesson, I think they're like 22 usually for half an hour.
Really?
So I'm kind of a steal. And you're talking to the best high school guitar
You got it.
teenage guitarist in the state.
And you
Humble
don't get
brag, not
taxed
really,
on.
I
And you
don't
don't get. And it's even better because you wouldn't get taxed.
I was
on
gonna
that as
whistle, but I
well.
can't.
They're favors.
They're favors. What about you, CJ? What are you doing?
So, I mean, my entire plan is just SWIC. I got the top 20% free tuition. And I
Nice.
plan to go into programming, which that entire field is just kind of certificates, which you get by just being good at programming and taking tests. So, and I'm just pretty good at programming, so I don't really have a need for like a large college, which is why I'm just going to SWIC. Like, you know, I could go to some crazy college and, you know, just grind and then do
How's it
cybersecurity or try to be a CEO of Google. But honestly, that's just too much work for me, and I don't really care that much. So I'm just going to go to SWIC, you know, get my associates because it's not free, but based, you know, just got to pay for some books and gas, you know.
It's
So,
pretty much free.
Yeah, like I get free tuition. So I figure, like, you know, I might as well in case I ever want to, like, change careers, which I probably won't. But, you know, just, I guess I
So
get the college
you're-
life, you know.
From what I can tell, you're pretty good.
Yeah, like, you know, programming is the field I'm probably
Programmer.
going to go into. You know, it should just be certificates. I mean, as soon as I get out of high school, I'm going into this program called CyberUp. That's going to train me for, I think, close to 6 months. You made it this time. Good job. But, yeah, they're going to train me for, like, 6 months and then get me an internship and get me my first certificate.
Wow.
And hopefully, you know, programming jobs pay quite a bit normally. So hopefully I get,
Yeah,
like,
there's a need for
around like
always
a $30 an hour pay or something like that. That's my hope. And then, you know, grind that
Ah.
job for a while, move out, move out with some friends because we're all going to Swick, and yeah, just have the college life. Eventually, I want to get into video game making and programming for
a gamer.
and
If you
He's a
ever
gamer.
need
Folks,
some video game
he is a
sound
gamer.
design, call me.
Heck yeah,
'Cause
media.
that's kinda what
we
I'm
will
doing.
probably.
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
You know what? Like over the summer, I do want to make a video game, and Ayden will probably be a lot of the sound design for the game. I'm sure. I mean, I am just forcing you to do this.
You're not forcing me to do it.
No, I
Think
am.
about it.
You are
Not getting
forced to
paid.
do
Not
this.
being
You
paid.
have no
Not
option.
paid
You
for
should
it.
get
Yeah.
Diego.
Yeah.
He's gonna lock me in his
Diego can
basement.
do like the sounds of like the creatures.
Oh my God! Yeah, Diego can be the voice actor. Patrick,
I-
Patrick can also be a voice
Yeah,
actor.
so can Sarah. We have like a whole net of voice actors.
And Sarah, I also thought like Sarah could do art, or I want.
What's going on over there?
He started
I'm
making
really good
creature
at being an
sounds.
Animal Crossing
Wait, you want to
villager.
hear? No, wait. You want to hear mine? You want to hear mine?
Wow, that was good. Whoa. Who just croaked?
That was him.
That was me.
Do that one more time. Oh, that's your dog.
Brock, do you want to show
No, my
everyone
duck. Wait. I think I just heard a duck.
Where's the duck at?
What the?
Where's it at?
Where'd it go?
Donald?
It's right over there. It's on the
There's
ground.
a duck.
Oh my God! There's the duck.
Wait. Let me go. Get
That's
the
a
duck.
frog.
That's a duck.
He just killed the duck.
He killed the duck.
Guys, there's blood everywhere.
Dude.
Oh.
Dude.
Wasn't there a bagel in there?
I found a
Oh, yeah, the
frog.
bagel's in there. Wait, let me throw away the bagel.
No.
Is there a bagel?
Hello. Oh no.
Bagel down.
At the beginning of this
picking
podcast,
it
at
up
the
with
very beginning, I dropped the bagel on the ground,
And
so
it's
I had to
been
get.
on
I had
It's
to
on
get
the
this one.
footage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Bank
Made
shot.
it.
We should get a second camera trained on the trash can for all
Or
like
whenever we throw something away.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to
Trash
set that
can.
up next
trash
year.
cam.
You
Can
guys
cam.
are just gonna
Cam.
put,
Trash
you're gonna
can
attach a
cam.
permanent camera like on the corner of the ceiling, so
Yeah.
it's not.
You need like a bird's eye
that.
view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have camera 1, camera
Oh,
2.
that would be sick to have like a
Camera
camera
three.
straight down.
There's one that's straight up.
There's one in the table.
Sorry.
Did you spill?
Man
I-
down. I need a napkin.
Oh no.
My headphones started falling off, and I went up to hit them, and then I elbowed Ross.
Good
no.
going.
This has been a great podcast. I feel like every
You want the
podcast
headphones?
I've been on has just gone off the rails entirely.
No, that's just every
Do we
episode.
have a plan, or are we
Just
just...
not fun. Oh, I have. We're halfway
I
through
mean-
the rough notes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's fine.
So this is roughly planned.
It's
Awesome.
roughly.
I was just making sure we aren't...
Awesome.
Every mess has.
Oh
been
no,
planned.
guys! I have 13 more minutes until
I'll take over the
have to
headphones.
leave.
Until you have to go
You guys are welcome to continue the
Yeah.
podcast after if
Mhm.
there is stuff that you guys want to finish up with, but you know.
Mhm.
I
Probably.
will
We'll,
have
we'll
to
see. We'll see if we run out of things to talk about or not.
Mhm.
So Diego and I are going to, as you probably know, Ball State University.
yeah.
We talked about it a couple
Balls
of times.
State.
We're gonna be
Balls.
roomies.
We're gonna be roomies in the honors college.
I was thinking about
so-
today. I stay up really late. Do you go to bed pretty early?
Well, I've been trying to change my sleep schedule because I'm working early, but
Yeah.
and I also work out in the morning now, so I get up at like 5:50 to 5:55 in the
Good
morning.
lord.
It's a grind.
To- to work out.
I went to bed at 4 last night.
I was gonna say. you're
Honestly,
gonna
I go to
am
bed
a-
at 8
Aiden's gonna
p.m.
be
I
going
am
to
a
bed.
honestly I sleep like a rock, so like even if you're like moving or shifting
Remember when we
around,
shared
I,
a
like,
room back? It would have been 8th grade with your dad and mine. For jazz,
Jazz?
jazz
I
at
only-
ISU.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, your dad said I made a weird noise when I slept. That
Really?
I like purr. Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember him saying that. I don't know. Maybe it changed. I don't know. But yeah. Honestly, I'm a heavy sleeper,
Okay.
and so
I'm a pretty heavy sleeper too. I sleep to like tornado sirens and stuff.
Mhm,
The
but
fire alarm could be ringing in my house and I won't hear it.
that's the same thing with me.
That's how it's been in my house.
The only things that can wake me up are my Apple alarms that wake you up in the trenches.
Trenches.
Do you get like Apple alarms that give you PTSD whenever
Yeah.
you hear them?
Can we agree?
The crystals.
The
Alright,
pinball. The
Does
pinball.
anybody-
Ding 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 ding
Oh my
ding ding
God.
ding ding ding.
Does anybody know why there is a different set of alarms for sleeping and just normal alarms, and you cannot access the sleeping ones on the normal alarms? It makes me so mad because
Can't?
when my at least on, I've tried.
No, because it's like the classic.
There's this.
They have
There is
the
this.
classic alarms
Okay.
and like the new one.
There is this
Wait,
one.
You can
Let me
access the
fact
classic
check in
ones,
here.
though.
What?
There's like a thing that says classic.
Yeah, you can also. I have
Are
a
we
lot
gonna
of
get-
music on my Apple
we gonna
Music,
get
so I'll like.
copyrighted?
I can't use music as an alarm
Maybe.
because then I don't like the sound.
we don't make
anymore,
money
'cause I
anyway.
associate
We
it
don't
with
make
waking up.
It's I don't do that. I just choose like
I guess
bad
just
religion
block.
songs, like punk rock songs. So I'll wake up
Okay.
and be like.
My
know,
alarm is a
I
pinball
tried
machine.
to do that, but like it doesn't work with mine.
Okay, this is what I wake up
Well, because
to.
I'm embarrassed with people hearing music.
This is what I wake up to in the morning.
Oh, my phone's
Wait,
going
is
off.
it not going to keep going? What the?
Press it again.
It's so quiet.
Stopped.
No, normally, so it rises
wake
up
up
and
to
gets
that.
louder and louder, and it's like the most unobtrusive alarm possible, and I love it. But you can't get it on a
What's this one?
Yeah.
I cannot figure out how to get it on a normal
I-
alarm. Like,
I
what?
go to sleep and
Wait,
I
wait,
wake
wait.
up to my real fire alarm.
Yeah, because it goes.
They go-
Well,
we
you
need
need to
to
change
change
that
the
battery.
batteries. It's been like a month and a half and we still haven't changed our fire alarm's batteries. So it goes.
You're messed
Yeah,
up.
that thing I just showed you guys, it's called Orbit, and it is not on the normal sounds. Like, you cannot get it
Wait,
on.
let me look.
I mean, you can look on your phone or mine. It is just
trying.
not there, and it is so annoying because sometimes,
CeJay's
like
caffeine
my
does.
normal, like the normal sleep thing. Sometimes if I go to bed super
I
late
like
at like
old
2 or
phone.
3, it won't
I
let
like
me set it for the
I have
next
old phone
day.
as my phone.
And so I have to
phone
set a
alert.
normal alarm, but the normal alarm just makes me want to scream because it's like
Someone should text me.
I can't find
No.
Orbit.
No.
I'll do
We
it.
already-
Oh no.
like that's what I have to wake
Where am
up
I?
to. if
That's
go to
the
bed.
scary one.
Yeah, I hate it. But none of them are like better.
My alarm is the same ringtone I have for my dad. I have a separate ringtone for him.
It's so boing. It's so goofy.
Oh boy.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I
so-
like,
Oh, not
I like
that one.
slow
Oh,
rise.
not that
Slow
one.
rise.
That makes my stomach churn.
Why?
radar
I
one's
hate
the
that.
set it
one.
Raid, I used to
Do you
have
guys know
radar.
the Android like ringtone and it goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's so
It's like
nice.
that's Totoro.
It make no.
Oh.
It's not that though. It's because it's my dad's alarm and it's really scary.
No, I got an ad.
This is really
That's
cool.
an ad.
My favorite alarm is the Korea EAS alarm.
Oh my.
It sounds like a fax machine.
I feel like that's not true.
I feel like it's not true either, but if YouTube told me it is, I believe it.
Diego, what's your major?
My major, I'm going to be majoring in, it's called AO, acting option, but it's mainly just, that's what that's what we call the majors, but it's mainly theater acting. I'm considering switching to musical theater because, I mean,
Well,
I've
yeah,
always
it's-
liked
it's
music
pretty
and
easy to switch
acting.
early on, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like I'd have to audition or transfer into the program, which I'm like, but I'll have to see. I'm not the best singer at the moment, but I'll have
I mean,
to.
it can only get better.
Yeah, even though like I'm the lead, it's for Elf. The songs are so high to hit, and so I'm like don't have confidence in myself, and like. Winnie's mom, who's actually the assistant director, is like, dude, just hit it. You're fine.
Yeah,
you can hit those
just
notes.
go for it.
You have to have
And if you
confidence
don't
in
hit
yourself.
it, then like
Voice cracks are funny.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll kind
Yeah.
of fit with the
They
elf
are
character
funny.
probably. It'll
Yeah,
fit with-
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Like Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
name, right? Oh.
He's from the Minion
Funny
movie.
note about
The Minions?
Pharrell
Oh,
Williams.
despicable me.
I was talking to Miles, and he's like, "Have you ever noticed Pharrell Williams his producer tag?" And I was like, "What?" Because for the songs he produces, he has a little tag that he'll, and so like you know it's like him. I never noticed it, but like you know how Happy starts out with bum 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 chicken happy, right?
Yeah.
All the songs that he produces start off with that 4 count, dun 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 dun, and then it goes into the song. Because he produced a song off of Kendrick Lamar's
Despicable Me.
Butterfly, and that song I forget the name of it,
Bring
but
it in.
that song also starts with a 4 count. And then what's the name of the song that he also produced? It's
we
like
should see
My
if the
Milkshake
tag's
Brings
on
all the
this.
boys to the yard.
He made that one.
He
that?
produced
He
that song. He
produced
produced
that?
that, and it also starts with the 4 count.
Wait, let's see if the Despicable Me song.
We might get copyright striked. Yeah. See?
It does.
It's a 4 count.
It is a 4 count.
The songs that he produces start with a 4 count. That's his tag. It's so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
but
learning something
but
new.
like if you look at the songs that he's written, they don't because he writes them, he doesn't produce them. It's only his producer tag.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So,
and
yeah, that was
interesting.
something that Miles pointed out to me, and I was like, that's so cool. Some Pharrell Williams lore for you.
Pharrell
Pharrell.
Williams.
Is
Pharrell.
it Pharrell Will?
Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell Will I am.
Yeah. Speaking of producing, my major is music media production at Ball State. So Jay was in the theater. I'm in music.
It's like this. It's like the same like artsy.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
thing.
a really cool program. I've looked at a ton of different like music programs, and I wanted something that would like, it's for musicians because I'm a musician. So you kind of have the musician's approach, but you also learn like a lot of technical skills with like how to produce, how to engineer, how to like run live sound for people and set up mics and all that stuff.
Yeah, and not
Like
only
this.
Yeah, not only that, but Ball State has a really strong. They have a really strong connection base. Not only that, but they also have a handful of classes where it's like we are going to prepare you for the future,
Do you need to go?
and
I
like
need to get going.
oh, there's nothing in it.
CJ.
There's nothing in it. I just want to wipe this off.
CJ, just go up to the camera and say goodbye. Like right up
Yeah,
next to
jump,
it.
jump to the camera.
Well, yeah, but I just like. Is there anything you guys want me to take? Because I feel
Musical
bad
ruined
making you guys
goodbyes
clean
for
all
No,
this.
clean this
no,
up.
it's fine.
There's a trash can right there.
Throw it. Throw it.
You got some coffee and
Throw it. No, there's coffee.
Wait, bring the trash can out front and throw stuff into it.
No,
You
we
guys
don't
wanna
really.
play-
We don't
you
want
guys
to
wanna
knock
just
over the
play-
camera.
I don't know if that's in the shot.
I think it's in the. Check if it's in the shot.
Oh my goodness.
Is it?
It's easily in the
We're
shot.
so
Yeah.
goofy quirky,
Do
guys.
you have anything to even put in there?
Wait, let me chug my coffee.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still
wait,
in the
I can-
shot. There we go. Now everyone gets to.
Well, throw it.
Oh,
Throw it in there,
thought we were going
CJ.
faster.
No,
There we go.
Oh.
Wow.
It's all over the ground.
I don't
I
know.
forgot
What that was that
I
throw?
took that.
This
I-
caffeine
there
is
was a-
hitting me. I'm like,
Go
Says
sit on the
you.
Is
bench.
anyone gonna
Says-
pick it up?
I missed one.
I'll go.
I
And it was
just
way
missed
over
Too
there.
far.
I'll take this and dump it out.
Second
in the
try.
sink.
Yeah, but I made the rest of
There's
them.
something in it.
okay,
too.
bye bye,
Alrighty, well,
CJ.
There you
good luck.
go.
CJ,
Bye.
thanks for
Bye.
co-hosting
Goodbye,
and co-founding
Bye,
the podcast
CJ.
with us.
Thank you.
Thank
It was a
you.
great time. This is me leaving the podcast from the first one, but I will be back.
Bye.
He will be back.
He always.
Oh, he
That's
spilled.
on the green
He
screen.
spilled some
Oh,
coffee on
oh.
the
Come on.
He just spilled coffee on the green screen.
floor. Don't worry, it's paper, so you can easily tear it.
Good.
Problem solved.
Show it to the camera.
There
Show
we go,
it.
there we go.
Yeah. You should lick it.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
Don't
I
lick it.
might have said the F word. I don't know if you could hear it.
What?
I did whenever I spelled it. I might
What's
have
the
said it.
time?
The duck might have come back into
What?
The duck is here.
Yeah, just censor any bad words
don't
with a
need to.
quack.
All
It
right.
doesn't
see
need
you
to be a
guys.
duck
Bye.
sound effect
Yeah.
next year. We can just use an audio
Yeah.
clip of you.
Never mind.
Oh my gosh. Bye, CJ. I love you.
Did he say what I thought he said?
He might have said a naughty word.
Yeah.
A naughty word, or did
He might
like a
have
specific naughty word?
I
The
picked a
F
very
word.
specific.
Is that what he
naughty-
said?
The fun word.
I thought he said a different one. like,
Oh no.
A different F
The
word?
F
like a no, and like a racist one.
Oh.
I thought he's like, I said that. And I'm like, what?
This is getting out of
me.
I
hand.
don't think he said that.
This is
Excuse
rated
me.
He's leaving
rated
a-
R
He's
for
leaving a trail of
racist.
fire.
Don't
behind him.
say that.
No,
Don't.
we are all white. We can't do this.
CJ.
We can't do this.
Cut it out. Cut the bit out. Cut the bit out.
This can be on the special
Yeah.
featured.
So we're going to college.
Here, new
That's
new
fun.
topic, college.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. I think we kind of.
What was I saying about college stuff?
That
Oh yeah.
Bell State's kind of cool. It's not too big, but it's kind of big.
It's
So-
like the campus is really pretty. It's
Campus
just
is really
it's just
pretty.
big
Is
enough
it
to where it's
slayful?
not like where it's like U of I where you're just overwhelmed by people.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a
and-
very walkable campus. It has like an undergraduate population of like 10 or 11,000. So it's a mid-sized college. Come on, dude.
You're like 2 feet away from
Yeah.
Aw.
Come on.
and yeah.
it. Nice.
It's it is really
gonna
pretty
go pick
and
it
like
up.
all the instructors and like people that I met there were really really nice and
The
yeah.
director of the
Lice,
music
by the way.
program,
Lice.
Christoph Thompson, I believe his name
I don't
is.
know.
He'd show me around the facility, Professor Thompson did.
Yeah. Yeah, all the staff there is really nice. There's a big emphasis on like preparedness for the future. And so
the music degree ends in a internship.
internship.
Do you have lice?
Our degree ends
Okay.
in a senior. So it's a senior showcase where you have to perform. I'm not sure how long it is. I think like a 30-minute. 30. I think it's a 30 to 45-minute solo show by yourself.
Oh wow!
I think you have to write it yourself. I'm not sure if you have to
kinda
write it
cool.
yourself, but I think that you have to perform it by yourself
That's really neat.
and do that. There's also senior showcases, which aren't mandatory, but what they do is you audition in front of a bunch of agents and casting people in LA, New York, and Chicago. And they can choose whether they want you to do a show in Chicago, LA, New York, or all three. So it's a great way to get connections and a great way to spread your name right when you get senior year. Also, there's a thing, I think I mentioned this earlier in podcast, but junior and senior year, you can get a leave of absence. And basically, if there's like career opportunities that arise, you can leave school and all the classes will be covered and you won't have to, count as not being there, like as long as you're, pursuing an opportunity, they'll count it toward your college credit stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, junior year you get 1 and senior year you get 3.
Wow.
So, and yeah, this summer I'm doing a lot. We have nationals for speech and acting.
That's like next week, isn't it?
It's in second week of
it's in
June.
June.
I think like 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Second week in June, so I'm preparing for that. And then
That's gonna be so fun.
Then in the end of June, I have Looking Glass Playhouse, Elf stuff. And then I haven't mentioned this yet, but in July, I am acting on a film for a TV series.
So wait, like
Really?
that actually worked out.
Mm-hmm. It's
Nice.
working
Can you
out.
say what
So
series?
it's called 13th Darkness. It's being filmed in, I guess I can't really say much, but it's being filmed in the area-ish. It's being filmed in Missouri. And yeah, guess who not offered me the part but introduced me to the audition?
Johnson, maybe?
Wasn't a theater person.
Wasn't?
It wasn't a theater teacher.
So it was a teacher.
It was a teacher here, but it wasn't a theater teacher.
I'm trying to think.
You told me, but I forgot.
It was Mr. Niebrig. Yeah.
It was him?
Yeah, he was asking Giebert and Johnson about if they knew anybody that would be interested in something like this, and they
That's
gave my
crazy.
name, and so I auditioned and I got like a semi-lead male role in the show. It's Brian
That's super
Rickman.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a school prep boy and a junior in high school, and I'm preppy, but I'm nice guy.
Aw.
To leave high school.
That's like you if you stayed in sports.
Yeah. And so right now it's not a big deal right now. Like the publicity on it is like small, and it's kind of like it's slowly starting to get off, but the director said that there are some backers that are interested and it could be a paid gig. So
Nice.
Cool.
so it could be a paid gig. I think I would have to do 2 Comic-Cons possibly to spread publicity, and I'd have to do
That's
cool.
I'd have to do
really
a photo
cool.
shoot for like just to get like pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, there's also possible merchandise stuff, so I could get money from merchandise sales. So yeah, filming would be in July and August, but it's only like 2 or 3 days of like full filming. So it won't conflict with college at all. I would probably have to film some stuff during college break, but yeah, so I need to sign an NDA and an actor release form and some other stuff. So yeah,
Being like,
Nice.
like shown anywhere? Or like streamed?
it might be possibly streamed on Hulu. It might get on Hulu.
Oh, that's
That's so
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know about that yet, but I was talking to the phone on him, and he said that that Hulu, what was it that he was trying to reach out? It was either he was trying to reach out to Hulu, or like he was in talks with Hulu about it.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty fun.
promising.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, I'm gonna be definitely busy this summer. So I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for college and acting and, you know, getting better at it. So, yeah. If I could do anything for the future, it would be to join a touring group.
Oh, yeah.
And so
That'd
then I
be
could
awesome.
possibly act on the Fox. I want to do that for like a touring
Yeah.
agency and like act on the Fox. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's the thing with these careers. It's all about just figuring out what doors you can get open
Yeah.
or what doors are,
It's kind of
are
right
open.
place, right
It's
time.
especially in the
Yeah.
entertainment industry. It's a very chunk of it is like networking. You know, you're getting your name out. You know, you're connecting with people. You're like spreading your influence. You know, a lot larger,
Yeah.
and that's why you know you see people that aren't necessarily the best actors or fit for a role in certain films because although they're not the best for it, they have the connections and like their name in itself is gonna get buys. So that's why they, you know, some actors are in shows when they clearly shouldn't be, you know.
Ben
But
Platt?
But-
Dear Evan Hansen?
no,
What?
not Dear Evan Hansen. No,
The movie.
Oh, there's
Oh.
I forgot that there's
So
a movie.
old.
Dear Evan.
I
Oh,
got
love
jump
that
scared.
show.
I went on HBO to like watch
so
Adventure
old
Time,
looking.
and like front page.
Yeah, I
Dear
don't
Evan
know.
Hansen.
I don't know why they're advertising so much. They're acting like
Didn't
it's
it
like
come out, like,
Hamilton
came
or
out like
something.
Wait, it
forever
came out?
ago. Yes.
Yeah.
So proud of it.
Dude, oh my God, they made so many decisions which I disagree with. Like for some reason, they made his friend. Like, have you guys watched Dear Evan Hansen,
No.
right?
I have
I've
watched
seen.
the
I haven't
movie.
watched it, but I've seen.
I know
I've
that-
seen
I've
the
seen the
actual
play.
play.
Have you heard Dear
saw it
Evan
together.
Hansen? We've been way too out of touch.
Yeah.
You've heard that? Well, like
Did they change
that-
the melody?
no, they haven't. But they changed they cut some of the lyrics. But one of the things they did, his friend in the actual show is straight. But in the movie, they made him gay for like no reason
Yeah,
at
in the
all.
book they made him gay too.
Yeah, for no, like
Did the
no
book come after the
reason.
play?
Oh,
the book,
Connor?
Yeah, the book came out after the
Yeah,
play,
he-
but they
Not
made,
Connor, but
No,
like
the-
the
the-
friend.
oh, they made Jared.
Yes, they made Jarrett gay, and I was like, why? It just doesn't make sense.
I never had a Dear Evan
And
Hansen
I'm-
phase. I'm
Okay.
proud of myself.
I actually,
Alright.
I didn't even watch the show. I read the script before even watching like a production.
I
of
knew
it.
all the songs, and then I saw it at the
Watching
I
when I
knew
saw
the
that play,
songs
it
and I
was
saw
a weird
bootleg.
time because it's such a like as the lie builds up.
It's so
It's so
stressful.
stressful to watch.
I
It's like watching Breaking Bad.
okay.
I
don't know
love
what that
Breaking
means.
Bad.
That's how I feel when I watch Breaking Bad.
We
so,
need
like,
to have
the
a-
police can come at any moment.
Breaking
and
Bad.
they
We need
will
to have a
die.
Breaking Bad episode. We need to get Bob Odenkirk on. I know he's from Naperville,
We know a guy
right?
who knows
Can we
a
get
guy.
Brian
I
on?
think Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be down. I'm a big Breaking Bad head and a Better Call Saul fanatic.
Not a fan ahead.
Wait, do I?
I know how you play Stardew.
It's on my
Me?
No,
my Discord
Brock
icon
What
is
is
Bob
that?
What
Odenkirk
does
as
that
Saul
have to do with
Goodman.
Breaking Bad?
I don't know. I feel like Brock would specifically plant certain plants that
I
look
plant
like drugs.
I don't.
You can't.
I
there's
plant
no
strawberries. I
How's that
plant
look?
strawberries. I do all
Strawberries
the
are
renewable
profitable.
one. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
the strawberries, blueberries, cranberries, and then once I get ancient fruits, I do ancient fruits.
Yeah,
And
I
that's,
have-
that's the gold.
I have an entire Asian fruit plantation.
You
Oh,
have a
dear.
Me and
plantation.
my sister
Yeah,
just
then I make
started
wine
playing
and I
it.
sell
Oh,
it.
wine.
Me and my sister
Yeah,
just started
I make like
playing
a
Stardew.
bajillion dollars.
Stardew Valley,
I love Stardew
so
Valley.
much fun.
Top 10 video games. Top 3
Terraria
video
too.
games.
Terraria
yeah.
is so good.
Terraria.
I can
is
never
so
get into
fun.
Terraria.
You couldn't?
I know I'd really like it
Liberal.
because I've played it. Republican. No, but, or is it conservative. No. But I.
Darn liberal.
My lady.
There are liberals under the table.
They're liberals under the table.
Other duck.
Smacks them.
Oh, the liberal ducks?
Liberal ducks.
That's what all liberals are. They're
Someone's
just
gonna
stupid
listen to
animals.
this and
Wow. That's messed up.
I don't care.
Guys, this is a bit.
I
This is a
can't
bit.
wait to
Yeah,
see
this
if
is a
this
bit.
makes
This is all
it
bit.
or not.
We're gonna cut.
have any political affiliation you want.
Really?
Oh, actually.
Let's turn 3 a.m. Bagels into the
Political podcast.
the official Republican podcast
No!
for Belleville West.
No.
3 a.m. Bagels. Let's talk about Trump's likelihood of getting the Republican nominee for president.
Okay.
What do you guys
'cause
think?
Stop this.
Can we circle back to
Is it
Dear Evan
Republic-
Hansen?
Yeah,
I
let's talk
haven't
about
actually
Dear
kept
Evan
up with it. Is
Okay,
the
Dear Evan
Republican
Hansen.
Party,
Evan
like,
Hansen
everybody
voted
still-
for Biden.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
we
don't
were
really know.
talking
I
about
think
the
so.
Evan Hansen movie. Yes.
We were talking to Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh my
Should I
God.
watch it? Is it worth it to watch?
It's worth it to like just see how much of
Bad it
how
is.
much of like
How bad it is.
how much
It's
of
like watching the Halo
a
show.
capitalist.
I've never
it is
seen
the
that.
definition of like capitalist garbage being shoved into the consumer's face, being like,
So
"Hey,
a good
buy, look,
character.
Hey,
watch
do you remember
this
Dear Evan
stuff."
Hansen, that play that everybody loved? Now it's a TV show. You should
It's
watch
like
it.
what Disney does with the remakes. Some of them are good,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like the Lion King remake, it
It
was
was just
awful.
the same thing except CGI.
Oh, I really liked the Beauty and the Beast remake.
Beauty and the Beast was
It was pretty good.
Emma Watson.
it was
Yeah, Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
When
I
is
love her.
Well, she
The
was a
Little
good
Mermaid
actor.
coming out?
I love
The
her as an
dress was
actor,
not
What?
great.
The Little
but as a singer,
Oh yeah, I heard about
Did-
it.
It's been in the
That-
works for like 12
She's an okay
years.
singer.
she's an okay singer, but like
Thing is, I haven't seen that movie since it came out when
I
I was
watched-
in
Yeah,
like seventh
neither
grade.
I watched a whole
liked it.
I watched a whole musical breakdown comparing the old animation versus the live action one, and he just goes on to talk about like how Emma like kind of didn't really just like it just doesn't sound good, you know, the vocal stuff she was doing, and as well as the story they took just kind of just went in a weird path, you know, to try to make it original and unique. And there's I don't know, it's just I think the only live remake that I've liked so far.
Was it Jungle Book?
No.
You didn't like that one?
I
thought
liked
it was
it, but
okay.
I didn't watch that one.
I like the Aladdin one.
Was Maleficent
With
good?
Will
I haven't
Smith?
seen that.
Although
What's that? Is that a
I just
remake?
wish
It's like its
that
own story.
it seems the
But
My
director.
dad loves
Cameron.
Maleficent.
If you
Oh,
listen,
Maleficent.
Would.
So do I.
if you listen
So
to
do
the end credits of Aladdin, there's like this R&B hip hop version of like "Friend Like Me," and it sounds so good, and you can tell Will Smith's into it. But
That would have been a cool direction to take.
yes,
though.
exactly. Like make it like Will
Unique,
Smithy.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Instead of like Robin Williams, because of course Robin Williams was a perfect genie. However, because like of the
Yeah,
pressure of the
it needs
directors
to
and the
reinvent
public,
itself.
yeah, that's the point of a live action remake is to not exactly copy it, but to create a new piece of art from the
Right.
storytelling. And
I
so
thought it was really pretty. Like I think the visuals.
the visuals were awesome. I loved the visuals, and the story wasn't that bad. Jasmine's song, I like the approach that we're trying to take. Did they succeed?
Write it down.
That's a topic worth debating about, but that's
it's like
the
the
only one
evolution of Halo Infinite from the past Halo games.
Okay, you're actually writing it down.
That's what I liked.
Teenage movie.
Sorry, I'm
animated.
I'm going on a crazy tangent about
No,
Dear
you're
Evan
good, you're
Hansen.
It's
But
okay.
anyways, this is the last thing I'll say about Dear Evan Hansen. In
Are you
this-
gonna say it was good? It was a good movie.
No, it was a bad movie. It was less than good. It was like
Oh.
3.5 stars.
So it is
out
like
of
the
10.
Halo show.
Yes.
Out of 10, that's
so-
pretty bad.
Bad.
So like, the play in itself is a really deep piece on like like
Being a liar.
not only sense to being a liar, but it's just more so specifically about like
kinda-
human greed a bit. It's a bit about
Yeah,
human
because
greed,
it's
and it's a
like
bit about like
a
human.
kid dies, and then everyone and their mother is like, R.I.P.
Yeah,
we
like a
talking
kid
about Halo?
dies and like
Hansen.
Oh,
initially he benefits
okay.
from it
Yeah.
like on accident, but then like he takes
But then he
advantage of
keeps
that. Yeah, he
going.
has a
Yeah.
hunger
They literally
for
make
it.
merch.
Yes.
Which I do
Yeah.
like the
In
fact
the
that he is
show.
such a flawed character. Like they don't really show
Yeah.
him as a good character
Yeah, I mean,
in the play, at least.
Oh, yeah.
in the movie they do the same thing. However, like songs and musicals are supposed to go the songs and musicals are really it's supposed to be like when you have so much emotion you sing, when you can't sing you dance. That's how musicals are pretty much set up. But like in the movie it's like they come to a semi meaningful part and it's just like lays flat.
I heard
You
that
know?
they cut Good For You.
They did cut Good For You.
Oh,
It was-
Awful movie. Haven't even seen it.
And like even like waving through a window was okay, but it was just the editing choices, the camera choices. There's one song where he's talking to his mom about how like all the dark stuff and how like when like what she was feeling when her
So big, so
husband
small.
left him. And it was supposed to be a very sad and like emotional song about like how she's trying to connect with him and he's trying to connect with her. But it just in the movie it just lays flat. There are only like
there's no change in scenery at all. It's just them sitting there. And of course, in the Broadway show, it's similar. It's the exact same way. However, when you have film, you want to kind of like do more. You can do more, and you can portray that. But they didn't. The only thing that they did really is with like 2 or 3 songs, and all those 3 songs were like the best songs. You know, my favorite one is Dear Evan. What is it? Is it Dear Evan Hansen? Yeah, Sincerely Me. Because, like, you can tell the actors are having
it's so much more fun than any other show.
Yes, and there's a dance number, but the one thing that makes me the most mad is because they cut out, they're riding go-karts and they're saying, what was it? It's and not because we're gay. No, not because we're gay. We're close, but not that way. The only man that I love is my dad. But they cut out the only man that I love is my dad.
What?
And not only that, they don't even say it. The gay dude says, and not because they're gay. No, not because they're gay. And I was like, is that the only reason you made him gay? Just to to make him say this lyric? And I was just like, I don't know. It was I think the only reason that movie was produced is because Ben Platt's dad produced it. Ben Platt's father.
No one asked.
No one asked
I'm
for
so
it.
sorry to break up this conversation, but I do have to go.
And none of the there's no other original Broadway people in there. The only one is Ben Platt, and I will say Ben Platt's performance in the Broadway is stellar. He has such a unique performance, such a great voice. But like
he's like 30
give
now.
that
He's
part,
older.
Give that part to an up and coming
a
actor.
literal teenager.
Andrew B. Feldman, who plays Evan Hansen on Broadway.
Yes.
And is actually like almost a teenager.
Yes, exactly. Like there's a video on YouTube with like 4 Evan Hansen singing because of like national tours, tour companies,
I've seen that.
stuff like that. And it's just like, why couldn't they give that part to like one of them or something? But instead you have like this 30-year-old man, which of course most of the actors were like 20 and 30, but this 30-year-old man, and
he
then
looks 30.
but
No
the makeup
offense.
artist like really caked him with makeup and gave him like curly
He
hair.
looks like a drug addict.
Like,
he looks like he's
are you
like
editing
dying.
This episode?
Yeah.
Okay, Ayden, I want you to show the picture of like upset Evan Hansen.
I can put it in the background.
Put it in right now, upset Evan Hansen. This is what he looks like in his upset crying moment. He looks hilarious, and it shouldn't look like that.
Oh wait, I think I
The-
remember that went
look
around
at him.
Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I kind of want to watch
You can't really see it, but
Oh
that's
my
what he looks
God.
like.
They'll put in.
No, but
He's
like
disturbing.
the whole point of Good For You was like
He doesn't
Evan
look
realizing
like-
that he's
So
hurting
good.
everyone around him.
He does
But
not look.
I will
he does
say
not
they
look
did add
like a
another
teenager.
song, and it's like Connor Murphy playing guitar, and it's really good. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically talking
would
about
play
him
guitar.
trying to change, Connor Murphy trying to change, and it also goes well with like Dear Evan Hansen's spiel. But yeah, I didn't like the movie. I don't think they did it. It's just, it was a good attempt, you know.
Well, it's also like
Not
when
an
you're
unpopular
translating
opinion.
media that was made for this like specific type of when you,
Of
like,
audience,
yeah,
yeah.
it's made
It's
for
really
it was
hard.
made for the stage, and so moving like theaters, you can move
Yeah.
like shows like musicals
didn't
to like a movie
stage,
adaptation, but it's difficult.
They should have just
It's-
taken the
it's the
Hamilton
same-
approach.
It's the same.
Yeah,
Just-
just
yeah.
film it.
They should have just filmed with the
And
original
Newsies,
Broadway
they did that with
cast.
Newsies too.
Yeah, and
It's-
then put it on
It's the
streaming.
yeah, it's the same thing. Vice. I mean, that's what they did with Cats in like the 1990s, 1980s,
how
and it
well
worked
that went.
great. You know? But it's the same thing with film. You know, like I mean, even take Elf. Elf was originally a movie, and it got adapted into a
Yeah.
musical,
And it worked.
it still works, but it's nowhere near as like funny and relatable as like the normal
Yeah.
Elf. You know.
It's very rare
Actually,
for like.
fun little crazy
yeah.
fact.
Heather's did it.
Heather's did it.
Heather's
did it.
It's hard. It's hard to translate
Heather's
something
actually-
from
But
its original
Heather-
medium to
did
an
West Side
animation
Story
and be better.
And West Side
the
Story did
musical?
it.
No, they
See?
added all the music.
Yeah.
Wait,
they
really?
And
did
it
it.
worked.
Wait, into the movie? I forget
No,
if they
no,
said
to the musical.
The
So
movie
musical
isn't a
had,
musical.
Like,
Yeah, because I don't
Talk
think
about Heather's.
I just think like musical numbers in
Remember
movies don't really
whenever-
work because we're not used to it as a medium for people to like.
I think
sing
it
in
can. It
movies.
can work. Like
Yes,
the
it's
Muppet
hard.
movie, it's pretty good.
Well, that's because
Yeah, 'cause they're
I think
Muppets.
it's
Yeah.
specifically in
Well, yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
It only really
It works in
works.
animation, but it's a
Animation
lot
makes sense.
harder. Like,
'Cause
Because
it's
in
hard
in a
to-
live action, you kind of lose the like.
Muppets are kind of like
The emotion.
75% animated. No, I mean live action,
Have you heard anything else
25%.
with the new Fraggle Rock movie?
They're making
There's
a
a new
Fraggle
Fraggle
Rock
Rock
I saw an
movie?
ad for it on Instagram like 2 months ago, and I have it in my notes. Like it's like
Guys, I
it
know
says
what you
Fraggy
need to
Rock
watch this
movie.
time.
I'm not watching.
Fraggle
Let's
Rock.
do a
Oh,
Fraggle
yeah.
Rock
How
podcast.
long have we been recording?
Like an hour.
An hour? Is this the longest?
Well, yeah, actually, I don't know. We'll have to cut it
This
down.
has been
Oh.
epic.
I no longer have to be home by 4.
Well,
Yay!
we should probably wrap up.
I've drinking a lot of coffee now, and I feel
I
like
had a
I'm
cup and
gonna
a half,
die
and I'm
soon.
really feeling it.
Me too.
Do you guys remember whenever
This
Paramount
is
tried
good.
to make a Heather's reboot?
You want to? Sorry, wait. What did you say?
Really?
Remember whenever Paramount tried to make a Heather's reboot? And they
That
tried
sounds
to make it
Paramount wants to
awful.
remake everything.
They
It was
do.
really
Want to
funny
remake
and
everything.
Yeah, it's,
They're
Heather
like
Chandler died, and then she came back an episode later, and then
It's
that's all I
like
remember.
it's like Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
interesting. Okay, so as we wrap up today, I did want to bring up the point that anybody can use this board to make their own podcast.
Yeah.
So
We just
if you
happen
want to
to
make
be
your own
in here.
podcast, if you're interested in it, all you got to do is talk to the librarians about your interest in using the board in this room studio and how to do it. I'm also editing I plan to make a video about how to our process at least and how we make our podcast so that like anybody can watch it and kind of learn whether you want to do audio only, which is a lot easier to edit, or if you want to do video like we do. But yeah, this isn't just like a multimedia thing. Anybody can use the podcast board if you want to do your own
Yeah.
podcast. Just
Yeah.
talk to librarians, figure out a time slot,
Yeah.
and record your podcast.
Yeah, and there's nothing really like that you can't really do. I mean, I think we find the easiest thing to do is like free form, kind of podcast.
That's just what we're more comfortable
and
with
it's
too.
what we're all more comfortable with. But you can do anything like you can do something like highly edited. You could talk about like stories or something like that. You
Yeah,
can
you
do
can
like
do
like
ultra
short
like
strips.
like date. You can even do like date live kind of stuff. Where you talk about a story. or
Dateline.
date.
Date Live. And Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell,
Will
yes,
Ferrell.
and you can do anything like that,
Yeah.
You can even do stuff where it's like you have a story prepared. Like, have you guys heard of Murder with My Husband, or any of those podcasts where it's like they tell a story?
I've
to
never heard of
someone?
that specifically, but I know like the general idea of like
Yeah,
a
so like you
story-based
can
podcast.
even have like stuff prepared, and like anything is the limit. All you just have the biggest thing is you have to be just like. I guess the biggest advice I'd say is, make sure you have like a concrete idea coming into mind, and try to somewhat map out your idea.
Yeah, you need to plan at least a little
Even
bit,
if it's like completely free form podcast,
like we do.
Yeah, like have an idea, even some talking points that you could shift to.
Yeah.
If like stuff gets to go flat, you can jump into another talking point.
Yeah.
Making sure like
Yeah, because we
It's-
normally have at least 3 points of like this is what we want to talk about in this episode. Because each episode we always have we want to talk about this specific club in this episode, or we want to talk about students that are involved in this episode.
yeah.
We you want to your episodes.
Uh-oh.
You want to try to go into it at least with a plan enough so that you're not just sitting there awkwardly.
Yeah, like
Getting over the awkwardness
Yeah.
is the
How about
hardest
that
Yeah,
part.
it's the hardest part, and honestly,
But once you break it, that's
our most viewed episode is our most awkward one. But like,
is that which one is
The
that?
first
one.
episode?
The first
well,
one.
no, I thought the Harambe got more views. No, the first did get the most. It was.
but like,
Harambe.
I think the biggest thing on top is
Thanks to the 20 of you that have stuck along.
yes,
with us.
the 20 concurrent viewers. I think
I
I'm one
listened
of
to the
them.
first
Yeah.
episode.
I
Me
think
too.
I think one of the biggest things is to make sure that it's fun.
Yeah.
I think especially with something like this, people can get in the mindset of it has to be perfect. It has to be what I want it to be, and I want to get the exact reactions that I want.
Yeah.
And I want to ask. I want to be involved. You just have to let go of a mindset like that and just embrace whatever free form reactions you're gonna get, because I think that's what I'm having the most fun, is like when I'm not like having like a planned response, when I'm answering honestly, or when I'm like listening to people's truthful like unfiltered response, you know, in the sense of like, you know, like
Dear
they
Evan
are
Hansen.
telling, dear Evan Hansen.
That was
When
not
I-
in the plan.
That wasn't in the
No.
plan. That's
Yeah,
nowhere
not at
near
all.
the
Back to
plan.
theater.
But it happens. So, yeah, I think if you are ever thinking at school here, or if you come upon this episode and are thinking about trying a podcast thing, give it a try, you know? And it's as easy as having a phone on you to even record a voice memo with you and your friends. It's as simple as that. You know,
This
have-
also, the board takes micro SD too. This is like specific, so you can record on a micro SD, or you also need your own computer.
I have a question. I have a statement. Another thing is, if you are going to bring your own microphone in, make sure it has phantom power, I believe you said, or
This, I don't think this.
with the, I mean, with the Scarlet mic.
Oh, with this,
because it
well-
needed phantom power, correct?
that mic does need phantom power, but these don't.
These don't, but like if
least
you
I
know,
don't
just
think
make
they
sure
do.
you know, like if you can bring in your own microphones if you want to, but just make sure that they do work and that they.
Well,
you
I
know,
don't even know if there's a slot to plug them in at.
I think you can plug in your own mics. If
You
want
can
to.
if you have
can
an
unplug
XLR
these,
and they're
but
not-
yeah, you can unplug these and plug your own in. But you know, as long as you're taking care of the equipment and respecting
Yeah, or set the equipment.
the librarians, you know, everything's
Yeah, right.
fine. So yeah, I guess I leave off with you for is, you know, do as much or do as little as you want, you know. I mean,
But have fun with it, because
have
it's
fun
not
with
going to be
it.
enjoyable to watch.
Focus
if you're not
more
having fun.
specifically first semester, learn how to edit, have fun with the video making process. If I have anything that you could do second semester, do the video with tension. That video was a lot of fun for me to make, and that video
was really good.
That video was so much fun, and like that assignment is a lot fun to do. But if you just want to hop straight into the podcast second semester, by all means, you know, do what's most comfortable to you. You know, this can be either very stressful or not as stressful process as you want to take it.
Depends
So,
how much you want to throw yourself into it.
yeah, how much you want, you know, you guys get to choose. You know, the battlefield is yours to play on.
It is.
For sure. If you haven't seen our other shenanigans, check out the rest of our episodes from at least, I'm going to call it season 1 because
Season 1.
Yeah.
so
with
we'll call
CeJay,
it season
Diego,
one.
and I.
Yeah. But actually,
We're on Anchor and Spotify and our YouTube channel, although I'm not sure if they're up on Spotify.
Yes.
But I think they will be. So.
I think a majority of
Like,
them. I think
a lot
CeJay
of
said that.
episodes on Spotify.
Yeah.
I just looked.
Stay
I-
tuned for
yeah.
season 2 with these fellows.
Yeah, and actually, before we end, Ayden, what was your favorite episode too?
Oh, you were going to make me choose?
Not this one though.
I love all my children equally.
Yeah, I do, because every episode is fun in its own way. Because
True.
bringing on different people to bring on, every conversation is different, but every conversation is fun. Regardless if that's like, I don't know, talking about a specific club. Like, I think back to the Harambe episode a lot, just because that was like the first episode that I like fully put together and invited people on for. And that was also a really cool episode because we talked about a lot relating to Harambe. And specifically myself, I'm interested in like topics like equity in our schools and just equity in society as a whole, and like talking about racism
Yeah.
because that's important.
Yeah, I think mine was, I mean, like when just like talking about stuff that I think that I don't know enough about or like I'm passionate about is like the gender episode, because not only were all those people like also into music and theater and we could like talk about that, but just like learning more about, you know, just, you know, different, you know, sexual orientations and genders, and just, you know, becoming more open-minded about, you know, just like this stuff is a thing and, you know, you should know about it. So I think that, you know, everyone can be a little bit more open-minded.
Yeah.
And that, you know, liking people
It's
is
important.
cool.
It's important. So.
Yes. So yeah,
So
that was my favorite episode. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, one of my.
It was a good one.
I do enjoy
was a good
talking to
episode.
everyone.
Yeah.
I do enjoy talking.
It's always a lot of fun.
I'm gonna miss it though, but we're gonna party in Balls State.
We're gonna party at Balls
Balls
State.
State.
Balls State.
Go balls.
Balls.
Go balls.
It's the Cardinals.
We're the Cardinals.
Go Ballers.
Oh, go
Chirp, chirp.
chirp
Chirp,
chirp.
chirp.
I
We
think
fly.
balls is
We
funnier.
fly.
Should be bounce bounce.
Baller. That's vile.
You have a basketball team?
They do. They have
We have a D1 basketball team. Thank you very much.
I don't know what
They're
that
called the
means.
Ballers.
The ballers.
the Ball State Ballers.
That would be awesome.
That would be really good.
Thank you for hanging out with us today one last time,
Yes.
and for sticking with us as we figured out how to make a podcast, because it's definitely been a ride. We
Yes.
hope our silly little podcast brought some joy into your lives.
Aww.
And there are hours of content to watch
They're
upon.
not- yeah,
And
they're
there will
on
be
this
hours more.
And
Yes.
hours more in the future.
Next year.
And to all those that stick around, have a grand summer. Relax until the next school year, or
This year's been
If you're
rough.
this year has
graduating.
been
it's
rough.
been rough.
Yes, senior year will be rough for you guys too. So have fun.
Yeah,
di-
kick back,
relax.
have a coffee and a Bagel.
Relax, have fun.
Oh, that was
The bite of
You just-
22 part.
like 22 part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah. So
It
have
was-
fun, and this has been Diego Reed,
I'm Ayden Thurnell.
and we
CeJay
are signing
Grass.
That was
off.
CeJay right there.
Rest in
And
peace.
CeJay Grass. Bye bye.
Bye.